Hi everybody, I hope you are doing well. This video is the last video for chapter 6. Very important SQL command I'm going to cover in this chapter in this video, that is the select command. We are using in chapter 6 and continue with chapter 7. If I want to give you a big picture about the select command, consider you have a table, and table have some attributes and also some rows, and each row is a data in this table. By using the select command, you can choose attributes that you want, for example, name, first name or last name or zip code, any attribute from its data, and by putting some condition, you can select a specific rows of this table and putting together and retrieve information from your table. Very important command. Please pay attention and practice. So in this chapter, we're gonna say select, and anything that is related to select, how you can group by, order by, having, and also we are looking at the view. And by these two, this chapter is done. Okay, so let's look at the select statement. We have a select keyword, that is a list of columns that we wanted to have information from them. From means that from which table or tables, view or views. So it's possible we get information from several tables. Where is putting a condition for us, and based on this condition is retrieve data for us. Group by, grouping information in groups. Having, put some condition on that group. And order by is sorting information when after retrieving to show. In this also shows that we can get information from the table or tables based on some condition, and grouping them by having condition on that group. And next slide is one SQL select command example. One thing I want guys to tell you that you will set select a star. Let's get that. If I have for example, I have a select star from, then table name, for example, table customer T. This star means all information. So select all information from table name, and it's bringing all information for us. So guys, pay attention to this slide. Here it says that find products with standard price less than $275. This kind of, you will see in your assignment question like this, and you have to write SQL command for that one to retrieve information, and also same style you have to use in your final project. After creating your database, your table, design, put in data, you have to run some queries. This kind of query means that a sentence in English that is asking for something, then you have to write down SQL commands for that one. Here about the where clause, you can see it's putting condition for you, one or more condition, and this table is comparison operators in SQL and the meaning of each one. Let's I open my MySQL workbench for you. First, I want to select there is a table customer T, where in PVFC Pine Valley Furniture Company, that's a sample database. I want to see what I have in this database. So select a star means everything from this table. By running these commands, you see I have 15 rows for the information in this table. Add customer name, customer address, city, state, and customer postal code. Then find product with a standard price less than 275. Let's go back to MySQL, and here you can see that this is the command. I wrote it here, select. So you can put table name and also attribute for that one. MySQL workbench help you when you type table name, it shows the available attribute for that one, or you can use without a table name. It's gonna be same result. Okay, So select product description and product standard price from product T, that is our table. What's the condition? I want everything less than 275. Clear here and then run. So I get the 3 rows coming from this information. Product description is end table, coffee table, and computer desk, and you can see the price is less than 275. In the next slide, you can say we can use alias. Alias helps to run query faster, and if your table or has a big name, you can use for your table, or you can change how you can show the attribute column name here with the alias. For example, if I would product description as for example product, and also product standard price as price. Let's say run this query. See, the column heading of the column is changed, and you can use this one for your report. Is the product and price. As keyword is optional. I can remove this one, and then again I can run and get same result, but it's good you have as here, and also here is make more readable when you are writing SQL code. And also here for the customer, that is the view. We don't have this view, we have a table now. Use the CUSD and then use for calling names, and put alias for that one also as a name, and also for address. So here you can see that we have cost, and cost is the alias for customer table, and put the customer customer name as a name, means that the name replaced with customer name, and cost customer address as address, address replaced with customer address, and the customer from customer T as cost, that is the name of the table, where condition name alias for home furnishings. If I run this statement, I will get an error here. It says that name in where clause unknown. What's meaning of this one? This means that in MySQL you cannot use alias in where clause. So with Oracle you can use this one. In MySQL you cannot use alias, that is a name, and the put condition based on that one in the where clause. It gives you error. Next exercise shows how to use count. Count is aggregate function. Another aggregate function is the sum and also average. By counting we can get the total, to find the total of something. So for example, let's look at this one in MySQL. Select count from order T, where order is 1004. Let us do some changes here. I wanna start here. I make this a statement to see what I have in order line table. Select that one. When you select it, you can just run this part of MySQL commands, run, and you can see that I have for one order 1004 two places. Okay, now I have to get if for this one 2, because 1 2 2, or for 106 I have in 3 places. Let's go back and see what we have here. Let's run this one, and then okay, I got count 2, means that it's counted how many times I have order ID 1004. If I change this one to 1006, I should get 3. Let's see, 3. So it's counting and show the total number of something that you want to count it, and see how many times you have. So let's look at this example. What is this example about? In this example, we are looking for the product that is a desk or table and the price is greater than 300. And when it finds the product, it gives us some description, product finish, and the product standard price. What you're going to learn here, look at this keyword like. Like start with the percentage and desk means that in the word it should be desk. For example, a computer desk. Or like table means that table should be in the name, same as writer table. Find that one, and then the price should be greater than 300. So let's look at the MySQL code. Select command, product finish, and this is the columns attribute that we are looking for in our report. From which table? From table product, and then I want to be desk or table and price greater than $300. We can add also alias here. For example, here we can put a product description as product to change the header of the column in our report. So let I run this code and see what we're gonna get. Run it, and then you can see the output of these MySQL commands. Interesting that it found desk and the table, and something is not in our condition. We're asking for greater than 300, but I have computer desk 250. So what is the problem here? Here the problem is going back to priority of operator. We have order of them. First goes to not, and after that checking for and then or. So in this example, it's gonna look at this first, guys. Pay attention. Product description like table and product standard greater than 300 means that it finds for us something with table product, and also that table is greater than 300. So it finds us here natural ash, product finish, dining table, correct. And in addition of that one, it goes to or and checking for the anything with desk. So is anything with desk is found it here and put in our report. Because of this priority of operator, I have 250 that should not be here because I'm looking for 300 is here, because first again it goes check this part, table inside the product and also greater than 300. Very be careful when you're writing MySQL commands. Look at this one. This is one simple example that you're running a code no problem, query is correct, but the answer is not the thing that you are looking for. If you want to get the correct the correct answer means that I want something with desk or table, product that having desk or table, but greater than 300, you can use parentheses. So if I put parentheses here, now let I run this code. You can see that that one was less than 300 is gone. Why? Because first goes to find parentheses that is the desk or table, and then match with, and that should be greater than 300. But and then now you can see you have the correct answer here. So it was a very good example, and to show you how you should be careful when you're writing MySQL code. And here is the logic behind that one. How is the operator priority working? And to solve this problem, I suggested to use parentheses. And here after parentheses, how you can get the correct answer means that the product with the desk and table and greater than 300. Next is order by. Order by used for sorting your report. So in this example, we want to get the customer name, customer city, and customer estate from customer table. Was a condition? The condition should be a customer in one of these estates, Florida, Texas, California, or HI. Sort by customer estate first, and then inside each estate sort by customer name. Pay attention to that one. Here we have a keyword new in give you a range, and go pick up that range for your report, everything that match with that range. And by looking at this one, first we have a sorting in customer estate, means that first should be California first, and after that in each one, if you have more than customer, is gonna sort based on customer name. Let's look at the MySQL code. Here is my MySQL code, name, city, and estate in customer table, and sorted by a customer estate and then customer name. Let's see. Yes, this is the output. When you execute this code, you can see that we get only from these estates, and then it's sorted based on customer estate, CA, then FFL, and in each one sorted based on the name of the customer. So California Classics come before impressions, C before I. In this question asking, you can ask can you give me a report of all customers in these 4 states and sort them? Something like this. So group by. Group by is grouping for us something. In this example, I am looking for number of customers from each state. By using group by and count, I can count the number of customers in each state, and for in each state how many customers I have. That is they call it vector aggregate. If I just want to see all my customers, not in each state, I can easily go to select count a star from customer, and it's going to only one answer to me. That is going to be the total number of customers. Look at the MySQL code, select customer state, count on that one from customer, and then grouping them. By running this one, I can see that in Florida we have 3 customers, and with California we have 2. Another important point is how we can using having a clause. We're putting condition on rows, but putting condition on groups. For example, if I go back here in this example, I group a number of customers that I have in each estate. Now I want to add another condition here that just show me states that they have more than one customer. Means that I want to get something out of this one that shows more than one. How we can apply this one? Then you can using having in your statement. In this example, select customer state, count them, and then from this table grouping them, and then after that adding another condition that I am looking when you counted that one is the greater than 1. Look at the SQL code here. In this SQL code, let's run this one and see what we get. Exactly, we got something that we were looking for. First, counted in each state shows that one, then another condition on group. Guys, please pay attention. Having add condition on group, where condition on groups, and we found something greater than 1 in our previous group in this report. Here I use alias total to show that it's possible count customer estate. That is not nice. I put total. So another interesting example. See guys, it's going to be a little bit complicated, so you can add different condition in MySQL code. Here I want to use both where and having in my query. Means that, what is the question here? Find something for me that is the products in cherry and natural ash, natural maple, and white ash. Okay. Then what information of this one? Product finish and average of price. Group them on product finish. Then from that groups, just bring it out anything less than 750 average price and then sorted them. See how is we are moving between the different data in our table. Where clause operated to restrict the number of rows here, look at here, and also having was used to restrict the number of groups. So let's together look at this code. As I told you, I can put semicolon any places and highlight that part of code and execute that one. So to move forward step by step to show you how it's working, let I put okay, I remove semicolon here and I'm gonna add here. I'm gonna first add here and remove average to see what is the output we have here for this part of code. What's the meaning of this one is it wanted to see to get a report from product finish and also price from table product. But the condition that product finish should be one of this material. So let's run this one. And this is that I have here cherry, and the cherry we can see in the two places, and natural ash. So now first we saw the output of this part of the code. I remove semicolon here from here and put here. Let's see what we're gonna get in this part running. Okay, so we can see that it's grouped based on the first part, that is a product finish: cherry, natural ash, maple, and white ash. The price is completely irrelevant. It doesn't have any meaning here. Okay, the grouping was based on the first part. Now if I add here average, now we can get something more meaningful. So I have now average of this product, and then I want to add more condition on that one, that anything less than 750. So it should remove for me the white ash product. Let's I put semicolon here and run whole code. And yes, you can see that we have here run one more time. Perfect. We have here the output of this code, same as our slide. Now I want to add order by 2, and then let's all codes from here, because it's already, if you look at this one, is already sorted. Order by product finish C, natural ash, natural maple is already sorted. It doesn't change anything. Let's go back here and top and then execute, and this is the final answer for these queries. Correct. So we select some rows based on for product finish, and based on this condition we needed that materials. Then after that they grouped based on product finish, because I have, if you remember, 2 places cherry and 3 places natural ash. Put condition on groups by using having. What is this average of that one? Then we get the less than 750, and finally sorted based on product finished. So the last part for this chapter is how we can define using the views. Views is something that we can limit the number of columns available to the user. For example, if the user has to work with a table that is for a student has a name, last name, address, and also social security number is there, it's not necessary we give social security number access to the end user. Okay, so in a report, if they want to get some information from our table, that we're going to select some attribute and put in the view and provide this one. And we don't touch the base table. Is something, as it said, name is view. We grab something from the table and then put it together and provide to end user. This is the way how we can create a view, and I will show you this one in MySQL code, and you can put select any attribute from a table you need with any condition and create for you a view, and then after that you can use this view to run select queries in this view. Make sense, guys? We create a view based on information that we want from one table. Put that information together, create a view, then we can run select commands and run queries in this view with them. It's faster and also with the limited data that we need. This is the advantage of a query. We have several advantages for this one. Is security here is not meaning that keeps secure. No, you're providing some information that the person they need, but if they wanna get the other information, they can. And it can simplify the query command. And what is the disadvantage? Disadvantage is that it each time use processing time. Each time view is referencing. Anytime you reference to the view, it gets a processing time. So here in this example, we create a view. We call it expensive stuff underline v. Mention that for the view, and we select these attributes from the table, product T table. That is product ID, product description, and product price. A standard price from the table product T. We put a condition that greater than 300, and we check option that is possible to update. And then when we run this one, because I already have this view, I get an error. So I go here, and in this view, drop view. Okay, so close this one. Perfect. I'm gonna run again. These comments to create a view, because I don't have view now here. If you look at here, no view, only table. By running this one, okay, execute successful. I refresh and the view came here. If you look at the view, we have a information that comes from the product T limited with a condition that put from 300. Now I can run query in this view. Here, for example, I use a view in my query rather than table, and then I want to select the product description and product standard price from this view. I put another condition that I want to look at the greater than 500. Okay, so by running this one, I have a new report. From where? Not from my table, from my view. And the condition is that greater than 500. You can see is greater than 500. So it was the last video for chapter 6. Thank you so much for watching this video, and also I'm gonna submit one assignment about this chapter. Please stay safe and let me know if you have any question. Thank you.